Alright, hello and welcome to another video. So in this video we're going to be covering 3 revamped heroes. So these are the old heroes that were released way back and they're getting them revamped now. So let's start with let's talk about Alucard. As for his passive, it basically got a bit of a buff. Now, he will be dealing 1.5 times damage to the target if his skill only hits one target. After using a skill, he will be able to dash to the next enemy in his range, and that enemy will get 1.2 times of the damage when you use a basic attack on them. As for his first skill, it really didn't change much except a few numbers here and there. You can pause the video to see the main changes, but there isn't any major changes here. The same goes for his skill 2 as well. No major changes, just some number changes. As for his ultimate, in the revamp he is going to absorb the energy of the nearby heroes as you can see in this clip. This will increase his lifesteal by 40%, and the 8-second timer will start for you to use his second part of the ultimate, the shockwave. This will deal damages to the enemies. As you can see in this clip, if the enemy hero has a marker on their head from Alucard's absorbing their energy, they will take more damage than those who doesn't have the marker. And the other difference is that in the older version you cannot use this ultimate if there is no enemy heroes nearby, but in the revamped version you can use it anywhere. The main difference is that the enemies with the ultimate marker on their head will hurt more than the ones without the marker on their heads.
Feel uninvited.
Now let's talk about Eudora. She will give a superconductor marker to the enemies when she inflicts a skill on them, and her passive superconductor got a buff. It will apply more effects when using skill, not just an additional damage like the current Eudora. Nothing much changes in her first skill. Her skill is still a fan-shaped skill and will hit targets in that fan-shaped area, and the damage will be increased for those targets that has a superconductor marker on them. As for her skill 2, it has changed quite a lot. So the first change to her skill 2 is when you use her skill 2 on the enemy without a superconductor, a small spark from that skill will hit the enemies, dealing a small amount of damage. But when your main target has a superconductor marker, her skill 2 will spread out to those nearby targets, stunning them, and also giving them a superconductor markers. So this is quite a huge change, as you can see in this clip. For her ultimate, using it to an enemy without the superconductor marker will give damage to them, and that's it. It will hit a few targets near here and there, but like only a small amount of damage. But when your target has a superconductor marker, she is going to deal damage to the target, and her ultimate is going to form a bunch of dark clouds on that main target. And after about 0.8 seconds, that cloud will struck down another lightning again, and it will also spread little small lightning charges to nearby enemies and dealing them damage. And those enemies who got hit by a small lightning charges will get a superconductor markers too. So this is quite a bit of a change. You could use this together with a skill 2 to stun them, or skill 1 just to pretty much kill them all.
Took a swing at a wrecking ball and I pray.
Now it's Layla's turn. Her passive, Malefic Gun, is the same as the old one, so yeah, we can skip this one. As for her first skill, there's a bit of change. When hitting an enemy with her first skill, her basic attack range will increase for 3 seconds, and her movement speed will be increased for a few seconds, as you can see in this clip. Her second skill got a bit of a buff too. The thing that isn't changed is that if the enemies are close together, her second skill will affect those enemies nearby. But the thing that changed is, when she hits an enemy with her skill 2, it will put a magic marker on that enemy. When you use basic attack on the enemy with a magic marker, it will spread a small range of damage to the nearby enemies as well.
Keep it up until you're as brilliant as me.
As for her ultimate, nothing mechanically changed, but visually there's a few changes. In the older version of Layla, her ulti will increase her basic attack and skill range. But in the revamped version, as you can see in this clip, the camera will zoom out a bit as her ulti got level up. It's not a big necessity change, but it is something that's nice to have and nice for the eyes. Alright, so that is it for part 1. There's gonna be a part 2 soon with other revamped heroes. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoy, leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.